donc on vient d'avoir ça. On pourrait mettre pause encore une fois pour les lire.
Take to fix me.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Je vais pas faire cette mission. Hein.
Goodbye, Dr.
Risqué.
Strickland.
Good evening, sir.
I met him in New York.
If only there were more of us.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Je la sens pas trop, hein, cette meuf quand même. Pas confiance en elle.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off, they are.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Un peu ouf cette vieille, hein.
I'll start my investigation with them.
Oh, ils sont tous un peu ouf ici, mais tranquille, tranquille. Ah, elle est là.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Elle est violente de ouf, elle, hein. C'est incroyable.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Ah,
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Quel fils de
What's
pute.
wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Et c'est vraiment la salope, lui, hein.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Aïe aïe. Je suis tellement le bouffé lui. Genre 100%. Ça stage je préfère devenir un tâche son cœur. Trailer caractéristique.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Où va-t-il comme ça? C'est incroyable, il se passe plein de trucs et tout, genre. Il y a plein de petites douilles cachées. C'est incroyable, même les gens qui... où tu penses qu'ils pourraient être sympas, ils le sont pas, genre. J'ai aucune confiance en le médecin. qui a l'air d'être si gentil. Je sens qu'il nous utilise.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Ils ont l'air plutôt forts ceux-là quand même. Peut-être que c'est une meilleure arme celle-là. Ah c'est la tenaille. Je suis un peu nawak là. Wow. Seulement ça va t'aider. Bannissement du dragon. Documentation sur les vampires. C'est un citoyen peut-être par là-bas.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
C'était la dernière personne que j'ai pas vue ici. Ok. Bon bah j'ai sauvé un citoyen, c'est cool.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Et du coup, si j'étais pas allé là, il serait mort. Intéressant. Oula.
What sort of creature is this?
C'est un bureau, ça. Ce mob quand même. Crève.
Not a lot to check.
Qui vous soyez devenu, a-t-elle pour vous aider? Tantôt, observez sa question.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Aïe aïe aïe. Ça va mal se passer pour elle, hein. On va en s'arrêter. Alors où est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille? Non, c'est loin. Viens par là. On va y aller. Ah oui, ça a l'air d'être le bordel dans cette ville par contre. Ah oui, il est niveau 18. Oula. Ah, il se régène sur moi en plus. Oh! Ok. Ok. Je suis désolé. On va esquiver le combat, hein. C'est pas de mon niveau ici. Ok, ils sont pas ennemis, je crois.
I cannot enter.
Gone! Off you trot!
Non mais faut que j'aille là où vous êtes.
Mine! I'll
Ah.
take it. We have to stop it! Die, vermin! You're mine!
On va récupérer un pistolet, hein. Ok, je vais utiliser l'huile. Ah! complexe comme... Ah, j'ai juste à faire ça en plus, putain.
It's locked.
Voilà, c'était verrouillé de toute façon. On va y aller tranquillement.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
On va trouver un petit abri pour se reposer et on va se laisser là pour le prochain épisode. Où est-il? Oui, ce petit abri. Ah, il est là-bas. Ok, il est marqué sur la carte. Oula.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
Oula. Au niveau problème problème mentaux, il est grand.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Trap.
A gun,
Okay.
alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
On verra ça après. Enfin, prochaine fois. Là, on va aller à l'abri, on va sauvegarder. crois que l'abri est juste là. Ou pas. Et bah on va aller mettre nos pouvoirs, sauvegarder. Faire un dodo. Alors, on va d'abord regarder les nouveaux sorts. Vous foncez sur une cible avec une vitesse surnaturelle et lui atterrissez dessus pour infliger des dégâts. Vol de l'ombre, vous pouvez utiliser votre rendu. Ça va bien, utilisé par ce dans la chambre. Ok, déplacer dans cet état consomme encore plus d'endurance. Vous sortez des ombres si vous attaquez ce qui veut. Être invisible. Bref. En plus c'est ultra long. Ça coûte combien de prendre ce sort? 500. Je pense qu'on va prendre plutôt la rubis. La charge. Et on va prendre la griffe. Ça a l'air vraiment pas dégueu. Et je vais améliorer sa quantité de sang absorbée. On va faire ça. Pour régénérer de la vie quand on se bat en combat. Et on va augmenter notre santé. Et voilà. Et on va confirmer. L'événement majeur du quartier, chaque nuit, les conséquences de vos actes peuvent améliorer et dégrader la situation sanitaire du quartier. Littéral, petit. Le majeur dans le quartier. Plus vous tuerez de citoyens, plus un quartier devient insalubre. La situation sanitaire d'un quartier tombe sur le stocké, c'est dans le chaos. C'est un caveau de tisser l'instant du quartier. Ok donc. Bon. Du coup, on va se laisser là. J'espère que ça vous aura plu. Et à plus pour la prochaine. Ciao!